So today we're working on the implement shed, and it's pretty hot. It's like 90 degrees. So we work for about 10-15 minutes at a time. Take a little break, cool off, drink some more water. It is pretty hot in the sun. It's pretty intense. That fell in that we got apart. Now we're working on getting this apart. And as you can see over there, there's a lot more big panels and stuff that blew in, I should say, after a tree fell on it. So we're gonna try to drag this piece out and get it away from all of that. Got a lovely engine block there, more tires, more stuff. Toasty. Another project we've been sporadically working on, which had to stop yesterday because we were making ruts. But there was a big pile of dirt and junk that we were working on here. There's tires in it, just random trash. So we began working on that, and we got to take these trees out. I don't know about that one, but definitely all of those. And that's the burn pile we made from taking a bunch already. But these doors here on the implement shed that is toast may, based on our measurements, work perfectly well to replace those doors as long as we can get the track working. Otherwise we're going to have to build it by like 1x4s and rebuild it entirely. But again, the reason this is important for us to do is because if we don't stop the wind from blowing through here, it updrafts and it's going to blow more of the metal off. I do have somebody coming to do that, but we are still at least 4 weeks out, and they were a really good estimate, so I don't really want to drop them. But there is definitely a good amount of rain coming, so we are almost done for the day, I think. So we finally have the bush hog on. It took us a while to figure out how to get it all straight and level and all of that. We made one down and back pass on the drive and did a bunch of cleanup around the barn. So this is looking much better. I do have safety glasses on. I don't know if I get hit in the head with a rock, I guess. I don't know. It'll be all right. Something there and killed the PTO because I think it freaked him out, made some pretty bad noise. I'm trying to play catch up. I already walked each side to make sure there was nothing too big that we were going to hit, stump wise or rock wise. I don't know what we hit back there, but so to get an idea, I mean, he really cut this back quite a ways. So if anybody knew how this all looked before we started, look back at the original video. This is all overgrown. You can hardly drive through this area. So we're finally starting to get it kicked back here. There's still a few spots where we got some wall. Oh, there's a cat. I don't know if you saw the cat, but there's a place where we still got some brush piles we gotta burn. But for the most part, this looks so much better. This was all like brushy thicket, pricklies. So much better, much better. So we meant to do all this yesterday, but it was kind of raining pretty hard, and it looks like we're gonna have some more. So I did not show it in action, but Dad did bush hog this entire area. We were just last weekend cleaning this out with the back blade and kind of pushing some stuff out of it. This last year when we bought it would have been essentially either chest high or over your head high of weeds. So now this is like pretty well all cleared out to the edges. Obviously we still have the edges to work on, but by and large this area is much better than it was before. All the way around the barn, you know, cleared out well. It's nice to be able to ride around, so I don't have to turn around. Good view. Good view. So in this drone shot, I'm going to do my best to kind of describe the boundaries here. Off in that right-hand corner where the field is the south and east boundaries of the property. That line kind of follows diagonally through the woods from the field. We're going over a really good deer hunting spot right now, and then very soon we'll be looking off to the left to see the barn, just kind of for perspective. Most of the videos that we have recorded right now are us only working in the barn or lane areas, which is a small part of the property. Now we're going over the bump outs into the field. I do not own any part of any field, but the bump outs provide pretty good perspective in the woods, so we can kind of reference like first, second, third bump out and kind of know generally in the woods where one another is talking about. Another really good deer hunting spot that we're going over right now. The road is back there, and then there's a line through the field. Again, I do not own the field, but that line, the edge of the woods, is the northwest corner. Then the barn is way over there. So that line follows off to the right, that edge of that woods, because again, I do not own the field, and it goes back quite a ways, and I'm actually unable to get the drone all the way back there because of the signal issue. But underneath this currently would have been a very big ravine that you cannot see due to the greenery, but maybe in the fall I need to revisit this. Just again, flying over more woods. Again, it's quite big. Some of it's very difficult to assess because of the multiple ravines that exist, but we may remedy that in the future. Coming right back around to the field, some beautiful views, but again, I do not own the field, but I do own the line right there that is the woods coming into the field. And then we have the burned down house that we referenced in another video, and then the wonderfully long lane. And that is kind of the boundaries. Here we have a tractor. Jokingly say that we need to resume the meth operation with the anhydrous that's there. Going to try to do my best to show the inside of the barn. I am by no means a good drone pilot, so this is a little shaky and rough, but the beautiful tractor with our bush hog, and we're going to go up into the second story because it's too hard to fly in the first story as I take my sweet time so I don't break my friend's drone. There's a lot of extra wood and junk, but all these beams were the old style, like hand hewn or whatever they call it. There's pegs, so pretty cool. Most of the wood up here is in pretty good shape. This is some video of an old logging trail, which is now our first and only four-wheeler trail. It goes down into kind of a mild ravine, but it's pretty steep initially. In the middle of this down here is, anytime it rains, it almost creates like a little stream. By no means a creek, but it is really pretty when it is raining out. But there's some really good deer hunting up that trail to the left. So that's where I killed a deer this year. And then just definitely a beautiful area. It's the best I could do to kind of show the actual woods instead of focusing on the roughest 2.5 acres or so that we show videos of all the time. So coming back up the trail that we came down, we're going to be shortly heading off to the left. And again, this area is just kind of something that was really overgrown. You could not even access this part of the barn when we first took ownership of the property. We have a massive wood pile and a burn pile there, and then that beautiful Coyote tractor. And then over here, not sure what I'm going to do with the grain bin, but we do have one. Behind it's a corn crib, but there is a tree growing up in it, so you cannot see the corn crib currently.